are you saying? If they're not our enemy, then what are they? If they're not our ally, there's no way they'll trap us on this island.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true, but that's something I've been thinking about.
Hey.
Monomi works for the Future Foundation, right? She's pretty much admitted it by this point. But even though Monokuma is forcing us to kill each other, Monomi has been opposing him.
Huh?
You mean pretending to oppose him, right?
What's wrong?
No, I don't think she's pretending. They clearly hate each other. Then it's possible that the enemy of our enemy is actually an ally? Because she opposes Monokuma, you think she's our ally?
Please wait.
Even if they both oppose each other, it's not possible that they're both our enemy?
I'm starting to get
Like a three-way battle? It's kinda hot.
Hey.
Why, after all this time, are you suddenly backing up the Future Foundation?
Whoa.
You're talking like that because you're actually the traitor that's working for them? So don't be a fucking idiot.
I won't be fooled.
No way, you're clearly suspicious. I mean, if you don't...
Settle down.
Kazuichi-sama, shut up! Yes!
Listen.
That was never a traitor. Monokuma lied to us.
Oh, my.
Lied?
Well,
It is simply a false entity that Monokuma made up, so we would be suspicious of each other.
excellent fool.
How can you not believe in your friends after everything we have endured together? Weak. How weak.
Man.
Instead of facing the problems directly and overcoming it, you're desperately trying to run away.
Such despair.
That weakness is hopeless. Nagito? He is. The boy. My 9th grade school was really good and let me wear dresses, no problem. Yeah, it's like, I would wear dresses at school, but it was just not the uniform. The girls' uniform was just like skinny jeans. So we couldn't wear any clothes we wanted, so. We can in college though, so that's nice. We don't even have school uniforms in Sweden. I could have worn whatever I wanted, but I had worn a dress, I would have been beaten up. LOL. Yeah, we don't have school uniforms for the public schools here, but I studied in a private school. So for private schools, they do have uniforms. I guess it's kind of like a way of managing the students. or whatever, I guess. But yeah. Let's look to Nagito. Nagito, where have you been this whole time?
Jeez.
I wonder where your thought process wandered off to. As usual, you guys just keep running around in circles. What are you, hamsters? Oops, if I compare you guys to hamsters, will I get yelled at by that weakling who dropped out?
That is.
What does that?
Now then.
You asked where I've been all this time, right?
No.
Well, I was in the middle of looking for someone. Nagito is getting so rude. Looking for someone? I thought the person might have already arrived, but I guess I was wrong. Or maybe that person's hiding in a secret location carefully watching us.
You...
Hey, who are you talking about? Are you saying there's someone else on this island beside us? Oh, hello, Morgan Starkiller. How are you doing on this afternoon? I hope you're doing well. It's probably the survivor of the killing school life. Huh?
How about it?
If so, a lot of things might start adding up, don't you think? Are you talking about Byakuya? He's the survivor you're talking about, right?
What?
Huh? Oh, I see. You guys have only reached that stage. What stage? You're not making sense at all.
Not making sense.
Jeez.
But still, if you think about it properly, you might be able to figure it out. Why would Byakuya, a survivor of the killing school life, die in vain like he did at the very beginning?
Right?
Don't you think it's strange?
Huh?
What does that mean?
That is an order.
The issue is not what he wants. Please take back what you said about Byakuya dying in vain.
That's right.
Yeah, listen to me, Sonia.
Well,
You have been acting very strange lately. I do not like this vision of Nagito we have been witness to. I don't like it either. Well, I never liked you in the first place.
It's troubling.
It looks like I'm being hated. Well, that's understandable. There's no way you guys can even comprehend my suffering.
Well,
Knowing the truth can be pretty painful in its own way. The truth? What truth? What do you know? Curious, aren't you? But why don't I tell you guys that after we found out who the traitor is? Huh?
actually...
To tell you the truth, I still haven't figured out who the traitor is. but it won't take me very long. You guys don't have to worry. I will doubt the traitor, even if it costs me my life.
What?
You're going to weed out the traitor?
Please wait.
As I have already said, there's no traitor. I'll bet in the end, you're just gonna raise your hand and go, I'm actually the traitor, right? You're a funny guy, Kazuichi. But why don't I tell you guys that after we found out who the traitor is, if I'm able to wipe out all the despair on this island,
This is exciting.
will I become the ultimate hope? The ultimate hope.
You.
What the hell are you talking about? Have you finally lost your damn mind? Now then, I should get going. But if you see Monokuma again, there's something I want to tell him. Tell him he doesn't need to provide a motive anymore. Huh? Tell him not to worry because I'm planning to go all out. Besides, the next one will probably be the last.
B?
Nagito, what does that mean?
Bye now.
Bye. Don't be such an edgelord, Nagito. Nagito ignored Chiaki's question and left us. We were powerless to stop him. It was clear to us that trying to stop him would just be useless.
Hey.
I don't want to think about it, but could he be planning a kill?
Are you kidding me?
A kill? Oh, who's it gonna kill?
Damn it.
Based on how he was talking, it looks like his target is the traitor.
Please wait.
There's no such person. I mean, the notion that one of us has been deceiving us all along. I would never ever believe that. Like Sonia said, I can't believe it either. I don't think any of us could do that. But what if it's Nagito? Or what if whoever it is has forgotten about it? What if the traitor has forgotten that they're the traitor? Just like how I forgot I don't have a talent. Well, regardless of who he's targeting, there's a high chance that he's planning to kill, right? Then we gotta tie him up again! Forcing him to stop is the only way!
Oh,
It's impossible. Nekomata's not even here anymore.
I'll show you my serious
I've got what it takes to deal with someone as weak as him.
I'm here too.
I'm here too!
Huh?
Then that's a yes, right? Just leave it to me. Once I come up with a plan, we'll meet up again. Tie up Nagito, huh? Kazuichi's right. It's dangerous to let Nagito wander freely. If we're being cautious, we have to act fast. But what is this indescribable anxiousness I'm feeling? I hope it just means I'm thinking too much. For the time being, we decided to finish our exploration of the final island and return to the hotel. It was already dark by the time we returned to the hotel. Are we gonna have anybody here? Nagito, maybe? Well, I should check. Oh yeah, I have to check my pets, that's truth. It's still only 3 despair. It's growing pretty slowly, actually. Alright, let's talk to everybody then. Talk to Sonia. I believe that there's no
Do you
traitor.
have a minute?
No, that's not the issue. After all, it is impossible. Why does Nagito not understand that? And furthermore, he even made an insulting remark about Gundam. Gundam gave his life so he could teach us something important. Sonia. At the time, Gundam scolded me for attempting to stop his execution. But looking back on it, he would forgive me. Excuse me? He would forgive me with a smile on his face, right? Yeah, definitely. Gundam stayed true to himself until the very end. I'll never forget that. Alright. Talk to Akane. Halfway there. Oh, the despair meter. What is this indescribable anxiousness I'm feeling? I mean, the game mentions despair all the time. It literally has it in the title. Maybe that's a hint, Hajime. Yeah, I mean, it's not like everybody has been murdering each other, right? So, I mean, it's not that much of a mystery. I mean, not a mystery why you would be feeling anxious. That's what I mean to say. I'll do that come out of shire off the ground to work.
Leave it to me.
I'm pretty confident about my strength. As long as nobody grabs my tail, there won't be any problems. You have a tail?
You.
Obviously, I'm joking. I think that's a reference to Dragon Ball, right? Like the original Dragon Ball. The Super Saiyans, or Saiyajins. used to have tails, and I think they were kind of like a weak spot or something. Maybe, maybe not.
Obviously.
I see.
The only thing is stuff like, if you want to see a tail, I got one. If you grab it, yeah, you get even more powerful. It's a terrible joke. It's even worse than a joke an old man would make. A front tail, you mean? Akane's are sharp. Not sure about that. I'm not sure. I don't have a tail. Maybe you girls do.
Jeez.
Jeez, even having ignorance has a limit. Ignorance. What are you talking about this time? It's Sonia. She had the nerve to say she wanted to check out my body. Huh? Your body?
Bastard!
Don't think about weird things, you bastard. It wasn't like that. I don't know where she heard it from, but she came up to me and said real Yakuza are supposed to have tattoos, so show them to me. Oh, so that's what it was.
Damn it.
It's not funny for her to tell me to strip right in front of her. Who does she think she is? Besides, tattoos aren't supposed to be gawked at. That's kind of funny, I'll give you that. Yeah, the tails were a weak spot, but they could train it not to be so. Wasn't really, lol. I don't know, I don't remember much from the original Dragon Ball. I did read the manga, but I was like 14 when I read the manga. So that was like a long time ago. I don't remember much. Let's talk to Chucky. The plan to capture Nagito, huh? Akane looked pretty confident, but is she really going to be alright? I mean, she's strong, but Nagito is, you know, unpredictable. You're right, but I don't know how else we're supposed to catch him. I don't even know if that's the right thing to do. If Nekomaru was still here, he would let Akane go through with this.
See?
Would he let Akane go through with this? Actually, he'll probably get pumped up about our plan. About our capturing plan along with her. You know, he did capture him once before. And Kazuichi helped him that time too. It feels like Gundam and Nekomaru are scolding us for not growing at all. Maybe. If everyone says they're gonna capture Nagito, I guess I got to do it too. The original manga is the only Dragon Ball media I've ever consumed. Never watched any of the anime, but I read it over and over. My brother has all the books. I used to have all of the original manga too. It's really good. I did watch Dragon Ball Z and some Dragon Ball GT, but I mostly just watched it because it was on TV and like I had nothing better to do, I guess. So I just kind of, you know, watched it just cause. But I wasn't the biggest fan of Dragon Ball Z. I did prefer Dragon Ball, the original, over Z. Just because it was more, I don't know, it was kind of more of an interesting story, right? Rather than just Dragon Ball Z, which is mostly just fighting over and over. I'm gonna check them up real quick. We have to go to our cottage. I see. Kazuichi is in his cottage. Maybe we can talk to him? But I mean, it's not that I have anything against Dragon Ball Z. It was okay. It's just, it was kind of like way too shonen for myself, I guess. That's how I would describe it. Kazuichi's cottage is here. I don't really have any business here right now. Okay then, never mind. Let's just go to our cottage. But I did love other shonens though. I did love Yu Yu Hakusho, which was pretty similar to Dragon Ball Z really. Though, I don't know. I felt the story was more interesting. Dragon Ball Z tended to go around and around and around and nothing really happened for most of the episodes. It's just like, I don't know, 300 episodes for a single saga. It was kind of ridiculous, but it was okay. I did enjoy it. It's not like I didn't, but for some reason, I'm really tired today. Well, since I walked around all day, I was able to obtain several clues, although I'm not really certain if you can call them clues. Instead, I feel like we're just suffering from more mysteries that don't make any sense. This isn't good. As soon as nighttime hits, I can't stop thinking about these pessimistic thoughts. This might be a bad habit of mine. I should just get some sleep for today, rest my mind for a while, and then I'll give it some more thought tomorrow. DBZ is more eye candy while DB is more like a really fun adventure. Yeah, I think that's what I liked about Dragon Ball, the original. It was more like an adventure story. rather than just like, I don't know, a fighting shonen, I guess. Which is why I liked Yu Yu Hakusho too over Dragon Ball Z, because Yu Yu Hakusho isn't just a fighting shonen. It had like a story behind it, you know, adventure and stuff. I don't know. Give me 1 second. An issue with all the major shonen animes like Naruto, Bleach, etc. is that they never end and are full of pointless filler episodes which they need wherever they get ahead of the manga. So I can never be bothered with them. Yeah, but to be fair, Naruto and Bleach were kind of like, I don't know, they're kind of like, I was still young when they started being huge. And I got like the very beginning of Naruto's like hugeness and everything. I used to play like RPG games on IRC chats, like RPG games of Naruto on IRC chats, so I remember a lot of it. But I don't know, I think it was around the time where I kind of stopped caring about anime that much, at least shonen anime, at least most of it. I don't know. So I never really got into Naruto or Bleach or One Piece or any of those huge ones. Anyways, words are extremely dangerous. Unlike letters, words cannot be undone with a razor or backspace. That's why you need to be extremely careful. Same goes for me. There was a time in my past when I went through a lot of trouble because of that. That's right, when I was being trained at the safari park. At that time, there were 2 animals at that park that I got along with. One was a squirrel named Sir Diet Rich, and the other one was a fox named Cha-Cha Jr. To be honest, Cha-Cha Jr. was really stupid. If a female employee tried to have a serious talk with him, he would just stare at her boobs the whole time. That's why Sir Diet Rich would order him to steal panties. And that idiot would get really happy when he exchanged the panties he stole for for Diet Rich's old undies. Also, this one time, the 3 of us went to steakhouse and the waiter asked, "How would you like it cooked?" Cha-Cha Jr. proudly said, "With fire." Sir Diet Rich was pretty crafty. He knew how to play Cha-Cha Jr. He made Cha-Cha Jr. abduct a fawn and drown it. Then he saved that drowning fawn himself. He made Cha-Cha Jr. tell everyone about it. Man, he really did some shady things. Anyways, the 3 of us were getting along together. We're living a fun life in the safari park. That's right, until the day I ended up saying those words. I accidentally said this to Cha-Cha Jr. Foxes are squirrels' natural enemies. The next day, I stumbled across what was left of Diet Rich, sir. He had been eaten. Good thing I immediately tattled to a male employee so he could put down Cha-Cha Jr. with a hunting rifle. Even now, I regret saying what I said back then. Jeez, squirrels have it rough. They have so many natural enemies. Very interesting story. It's been a while since we've had one of these.
School Trip Executive Committee has an announcement to make. Good morning, everyone. Now then, let's show some enthusiasm and make sure to give it our all today.
I was planning on watching Yu Yu Hakusho with my boyfriend sisters from the same guy who made Hunter x Hunter, one of my favorite manga series. It's really good. I do recommend it. I've read both the manga and watched the anime, and it's really good. It's one of those like classic older shonen animes that were still like not just falling for the same tropes over and over again. It has some filler, but it's not a lot of it. It's really good. I do recommend it. I'm pretty sure everyone's starting to meet up. For now, I should head over to the restaurant. Let's go. It's been a while since we've actually headed over to the restaurant. A long while, like 2 chapters at least. Right? Yeah, 2 chapters. That's crazy. And yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho has like some very interesting characters too. So, it's pretty good. Another never-ending show is Case Closed, which I have never watched, but I do buy the manga. Got 67 books so far, though the Japanese serialization is way ahead of the English translation. The English manga was years behind even the Swedish one, until the Swedish translation stopped due to low sales. I know there's another huge one that's like that gambling manga. I have a friend who really likes it. I forgot the name of it. It's something. It's not Akira, obviously, but yeah, it's like a gambling manga that's like been going on forever too, right? Hunter x Hunter has been going on forever too, but at least those are kind of like interesting in their own ways. I don't know. I guess I can't really say much about it because I didn't really follow much of like Naruto and Bleach or One Piece. I'm sure they got really interesting further on, but it's just like way too much filler, really. It's like One Piece is at like 1200 episodes at this point, something like that, right? It's like absurd. It's like you can't really catch up with it. You can't like watch all of it. It's crazy. Hey, Chiaki. Hey, Chiaki. I wasn't sleeping. Yes, you were. Certainly not sleeping. I was playing a game. You were sleeping while you were playing a game. So it's time for gaming. It doesn't make any sense. Anyways, you look more tired than usual. Last night I had a weird dream that woke me up in the middle of the night. So maybe that's why. A weird dream. It was a Monokuma puzzle game. It was like one of those tile falling games where you make falling Monokumas disappear by creating a chain. But no matter how much I played it, I just couldn't beat it, and the Monokuma just fell endlessly. Why did I have a dream like that? It's probably because we saw the factory where the Monokuma goods are made. That would explain it.
Well,
by the way, the puzzle was really simple. The only colors were black and white. Interesting. Hunter x Hunter has been around since '98, but also goes through so many hiatuses. We usually get around 12 chapters a year these days. It's like Berserk has been going since like 92, I think was the first Berserk episode, 92. And it's also like still going. But at least Berserk is kind of like at the ending arch of the story. Hunter x Hunter is still like no prospects of ending anytime soon. So this is a bit different. Another manga that also lasted forever was Evangelion, actually. The manga, not the anime. The anime ended in the 90s, but the manga just went on forever. It ended kind of recently, right? A few years ago, something like that. I do remember when the final chapters were being released of Evangelion. But that was some time ago, though. Yo, Hajime, check it out! I'm already eating. As usual, you eating a lot. Well, we might get locked up in a place like the funhouse again, so I gotta chew what I can.
Eat well, shit well.
Good advice, Nekomaru.
For now.
Okay, now that we finished our breakfast, let's jump right into the main topic. Hey, I'm still eating here. I just got here. I haven't even had a chance to eat anything yet. It's okay. I'm pretty much done eating. You selfish little.
No, right?
And of course, the main topic is about our plan to capture Nagito that we're supposed to carry out today.
cannot be.
Are you really gonna do it? Of course, I spent all night coming up with this plan. That means I haven't slept for 2 days straight. Don't you think my effort should count for something?
Hey, bastard.
We get it. Hurry up and spill that plan of yours already. Well, I thought up several plans, but in the end, I figured that a straightforward plan would be the best. One of us will be the decoy who lures Nagito into the lobby by telling him we need to talk to him there. And then, at the best possible moment, the 2 task force members will move in and swiftly capture Nagito. So that's the plan. What do you think? It's easy to understand, so I'm cool with it. Anyway, are there any bananas left?
You.
So now I'll present each of you with your role.
Of course.
Since it's my plan, I'll take the role of the commander. I won't let anyone object to that.
Hey.
But commander sounds like the most fun. Hey, didn't I just say I won't let anyone object?
Right.
Next, I'll present the 2 task force members. These big roles go to you too, for Yuhiko and Akane. Sure thing.
Jeez. You're pathetic.
No choice.
You know, right?
And the person better with the core of this plane, the decoy who has to learn Nagito. I'll give that role to Chiaki Nanami.
No way.
Huh? No way. What did you say?
So,
I mean, it's not like I've ever agreed to this plan.
Hey,
It's gonna be fine. It's not like you're gonna tie him up. You're just gonna lure him.
well...
Besides, there's no way I will ask Miss Sonia to take on such a dangerous role, you know? So please, I'm begging you.
Hey.
What a rude way to ask for help. If my hero was here, she would have beaten you up.
You...
I mean, you did say earlier that you definitely can't accept killing. Isn't that right? I need your help to stop another killing.
Hey!
And didn't I just say I'm begging you? Why are you snapping at her all of a sudden?
oh.
Fine.
All right!
You're gonna do it? Alright, then the lineup is perfect. Hey, Sonia and I haven't been given roles. What should we do? Sonia has the role of the princess. That doesn't make any sense.
For now...
And you own the chore duty. I want you to supply the rope we need to tie up Nagito.
Bow down.
Denied.
Whoa!
What? Why?
Listen.
If Hajime has nothing to do anyway, he shall accompany me.
Miss Sonia?
No, like I said, he needs to supply the rope.
You must not.
This is not a request. This is an order.
That is an order.
An order, I tell you. There is somewhere I must go. Fine. If Hajime and Miss Sonia are free, it's fine.
Leave that matter
Good.
to your
Repeat that.
Damn it!
If Hajime and Miss Sonia are free, it's fine. To object so forcefully, why do you need to go, Sonia? I shall tell you in due time. We will be discovered if I speak too loudly.
What did you say?
You're gonna be alone with Hajime at a secret place? For now, we'll carry on the plan tonight. All of you, make sure you prepare your bodies and minds. Is our commander going to be okay? His energy seems to have dropped pretty drastically. Let's all disperse for now. Now then, please come to the hotel lobby in 30 minutes. Yeah, sure thing. Yeah, I would say Hunter x Hunter only just passed its halfway point like 30 chapters ago, Lamar. Yeah, that's crazy. I saw a recent interview, and I mean, he has done many interviews like that, the creator. Actually, I think I have. Yes, I do. I have a Yu Yu Hakusho manga right here. So the creator is Yoshiro Togashi. So Mr. Togashi actually gave an interview recently, like a few months ago, and he was like, yeah, I might like actually die before finishing Hunter x Hunter. So that was pretty funny. He has said that before though. He has said that like many times, but it's funny that like the years continue to go by and he's still like, yeah, I'm not sure when this is gonna end, guys. Also, just checked because I was curious. One Piece is currently on episode 860. Oh, I see. Case closed actually got a beat. Currently being on episode 919. It's been going on since 96. Jesus. And that's Pokemon, of course, which has over 1,000 episodes. Yeah, but Pokemon is kind of like, you know, it has seasons. So it's not the same thing. One Piece is like one story, which definitely has its sagas, but it's like one story though. Pokemon is like, it always just restarts a story with like new characters and whatnot. At least back in my day, I'm not sure what Pokemon does anymore. Maybe they just have a single story now with Ash or something. But what's the name of the gambling manga? It's something with a. I have to check actually. Gambling manga. Is it Akai? No, I don't. Oh, it is. No, it's Kaiji. But Akagi is from the same creator of Kaiji. But yeah, Kaiji, let me actually check. It's been going on since 96 actually. To the present, it's still not over. So it's also been going on forever, Kaiji. But I have a friend who's a huge fan of Kaiji. It seems pretty good, to be honest. It seems like one of those animes who's like has a very interesting premise, right? Because a lot of animes don't. So, really cool. After a planning meeting had ended, I quickly finished eating my breakfast. By the time I made it back to my cottage, it was already close to the time I agreed to meet Sonia. he might have an ending in mind, like the One Piece guy, have it released to a certain mangaka to finish if he dies before he can end it. So just like the George R.R. Martin with A Song of Fire and Ice, aka Game of Thrones. Because I'm pretty sure he did that, right? He told the ending of the story for like a few people. And I mean, obviously the TV producers, but the ending of the books specifically, which is gonna be different from the end of the show. Not the major events, but you know, specific things. So in case he dies, somebody else can finish the story. Which is kind of like, it's funny, but at the same time it's kind of dark, right? Like, can you imagine like being like so old that you worry you're never gonna finish the major work of your life? That's so crazy. It's very refreshing to eat food by the pool. She's still eating. Hungry girl. Sokutomo no mi?
I won't forgive you.
You can't! Your teacher can't allow this plan! Sure. Ah, shut the hell up, you useless rabbit! No, I won't be quiet! I cannot accept this plan! Hey, what happened?
Man.
1 second. Well, that Monomi bastard apparently heard about our plan. You can't! Your teacher can't allow this plan!
Shut up!
It's not like we want to do this, we just joined it because Nagito's dangerous.
Right.
He's planning to kill someone, this is just self-defense. But still, I can't ignore it. I just can't allow my students to fight among themselves. Love! Ah, shut the hell up, you useless rabbit! Looks like they're talking in circles. It might be best if I just leave them alone. They keep shouting like that. I'm pretty sure Nagito might overhear them. Actually, didn't Martin say that if he died, he didn't want anyone to finish for him? I remember something like that. People were a bit worried. Really? Because I remember, but admittedly, it was like a couple of years ago when I saw it, so maybe he changed his mind. But I'm pretty sure he told the ending to like the TV producers and also like a couple of other people that he trusts. I'm not sure. Maybe he changed his mind, I guess, and he's now like, I wouldn't want people to finish it. I'm not sure. I'm not up to date with A Song of Ice and Fire stuff, to be honest. Because I used to read the books and follow the books, but I don't know. The past couple of final books were kind of like boring, to be honest. And the TV series is also getting really boring, so I kind of stopped caring about it, to be honest. And the ending just seems so predictable and so like boring. Nope. Oh, it seems like the stream has died actually. Oh no, it's back. Don't worry about that, just a hiccup. But not predictable, because I can't actually tell what's gonna happen. But I don't know, it just seems like all the major characters just have like plot armor at this point and can't die. So it gets kind of boring. It was more interesting when it was like people who were like major characters were just dying off all of a sudden, and you were like, wow, anything can happen on this world. And then you get to the part of the story where people just like can't die anymore, and you're like, oh, I get it, because these are the main characters, so sure. So I don't know. Don't worry, Liga, if the stream dies, we'll live on in your heart. Hajime, you're late. Huh? I'm right on time. Wait, should I have come a little earlier? A little earlier. In my country, you're severely punished if you do not arrive 30 minutes before an arranged meeting time. For such an orderly country, 30 minutes is a pretty arbitrary rule.
That is.
Oh, I see. This is culture shock. Then I guess that can be overlooked. So, where are you planning to go? I just have to come along, right? Of course. It is a place that pertains to this discovery we made yesterday. Jabberwock Island Development Plan. Did you find out something about it? How should I say this? After reading this document over and over again, I suddenly realized the Future Foundation was planning to rebuild a facility on this island to use as their headquarters. You're talking about the large administrative building on the Central Islands, right? But I couldn't find a building like that anywhere. Maybe they said something about a different island?
Do you have a minute?
Or what if the plan suddenly changed and they had to use a different facility? A different facility.
Well,
Was there not a facility on this island inscribed with the symbol of the Future Foundation? Yes, on Island 2. As I recall, the ancient ruin on the second island has such a symbol on its door. Yeah, you're right. The Japanese word for future, mirai, was inscribed here, there. If that's the case, that ruin might be connected to the Future Foundation, right? I mean, that's pretty obvious,
however,
Hajime.